How's it going, everybody? Not much of a dessert guy, but try out this Mountain House Apple Crisp. So, yeah, let's give it a rip. See what we got going on in there. Actually, let me show you this stuff first. Our ingredients and nutrition information. And this is 1 cup of boiling water. Pretty straightforward directions. Oh, but yeah, let's give it a rip and see what we got going on in there. All right, it's freeze-dried apple crisp. Should be interesting. And it wants to rip stupid. And on this side as well. Come on, really? No. Gosh dang. That's probably the worst one yet. Alright, we got our oxygen absorber. This is pretty interesting looking. Another bag in there. Pull that out. But looks like I'm gonna have to be careful because it's got a fold in there and it's holding on to all the other stuff. Okay. That's not cool, man. Cool at all. So this one's a little bit messier than or a lot messier than the raspberry sauce. But anyways, has a very nice apple and cinnamon smell. Let's try out one of these apples, Old Smoky style. That's actually really good. Tastes like apples and cinnamon. Try another one. Now it tastes like a fresh apple, except it's really dry. So a dry, crispy apple instead of a juicy, crispy apple. But let's get our water on there. Our 1 cup of boiling water. That should bring those apples back quite nicely. Careful, it's hot water. Alright, stir this up. It's already feeling pretty appley in there. Oh, that smells awesome. Smells like fresh apple pie. These must be Granny Smith's. This piece still has some skin on it. There's a couple pieces that still have skin on them. Or something. Actually, those kind of look funky. I'm not going to eat those. But yeah, I'm going to seal this up and I'll be back in, this says 5 minutes, but I got some work to do first. So probably about 15 minutes. All right, let's check out what we got in here. bit thick. Probably could have used an extra ounce of water or something. It's pretty thick. You can see all the stuff that didn't get stirred in. So it definitely has that apple pie filling smell. It's like, say, a Granny Smith type apple. It's a pretty tart apple. It's nice and thick. Probably could have used an extra ounce of water, probably. But give it a taste. So flavor-wise, it's really good and definitely has that apple pie flavor. But those apples are very rubbery. Like, they're firm but rubbery. Like, kind of like a bouncy ball. Which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's not unedible, but it's just weird texture. Yeah, very weird indeed. It'd be like if you were going to boil some apples and you way underboiled them, but you boiled them just enough to remove its crispiness. Yeah, it's kind of a weird texture thing going on in there. I mean, it's totally edible. It tastes just fine, but that's my first experience with anything like that. But anyways, we'll get our granola, throw that down, add another layer of texture and flavor. And this one did not want to rip very nicely at all. Well, let's see what we got in here. This looks pretty nice. Give it a taste. That granola is pretty good. Reminds me of those green wrapped Nature Valley bars, the crunchy kind. Got a nice lightly sweetened flavor. Nice and toasted. Wonder how well that's going to pair with the rubbery apples. Okay, so that was a smart move by Mountain House to add that really crispy, dry granola, because that actually really balances out that rubbery apple texture, because you're thinking more about the crunchiness of the granola, and the apple is just kind of an afterthought in there. So separately, the granola is awesome, the apples are weird. Put them together and they balance out quite nicely. So for that, it's interesting if you've never had it before and aren't sure what to expect. Definitely have the granola to go with it, or eat the apples dry, because that would be another option. I still recommend it. It's quite tasty. I'm not gonna eat all of it though, because that's just way too much sugar for me. But anyways, y'all take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day. And got my spoon. That's nothing new.